brick ballast. Okay. Okay. So these are the different types of ballast that we are going to use, right, in the railway track. Now, in today's class, we will be discussing on the fixtures and fastening. Okay, the fixtures and fastening that we are going to use in the railway track. Okay, so that we are going to see in today's class. Okay, in today's class, we are going to see what are the different types of fixtures and fastener that we are going to use. Okay, now what do you mean by fixtures and fasteners? What will come in your mind when you see the fixtures and fasteners? Okay, can anybody, any replies? Any replies? What do you mean by fixtures and fasteners?
So to fix the tracks properly,
To fix the,
fix the tracks to keep them in place.
yes, okay. So to keep the rails in the proper position, we are going to use the your fixtures and fastening. Okay, they are here the fitting they have used, so it is nothing but the fixtures and the fastening. Okay, now if you see this particular diagram, if you see, right, this is the diagram what I wanted to show you, right. In this particular diagram, what are the, according to you, what might be the different fixtures and fasteners we are having? You told that to keep the track in a proper position, we will be using the fixtures and the fasteners. But according to you, what will be the fixtures and fasteners in this particular diagram? I hope the diagram is clear to you all. Yes.
Yes, sir.
What are the fixtures and fastener over here?
Chair bolt.
Okay, chair, bolt, then
So fish
key,
bolt.
fish plate and fish bolt. Okay, very good. Then key. These are nothing but the fixtures and fastener that we are going to have. Okay, so in this particular, we will see what are the different fixtures and fasteners now. Okay, now track fixtures and rail fastening are used to keep the rails in the proper position. As you have told exactly, right? We are going to use these particular fixtures and fastener to hold the rails in the proper position and to set the points and crossing properly. Okay, they link the rails endwise and fix the rails either on the chair fixed to the sleepers or directly to the sleepers. It is what it is going to, all these fixtures and fastener, it is going to help you is, it is going to help you in order to keep the track in a proper position, as well as, right, they are going to hold the end rail endwise and fix the rails on the chair or to the sleepers or directly to the sleepers or with the chair with having the sleeper. Now this particular diagram if you see, right, this particular diagram if you see, the rail is going to be fixed on the chair, right? I think I was in the previous classes I was discussing regarding chair, right? So this is nothing but the chair, right? These rails are mounted on these chairs. You can see the diagram. It is going to be mounted on the chair, right? And this chair is going to be attached to the sleeper. I will show you the example, certain example that there are some rails which are going to be placed without these chairs also, right? There are some there are the rails, right? There are the railway tracks or the permanent ways which are going to be fixed with the without this particular chair also, and with chair also, without chair also we can have it. Okay, so now this is it is we are going to use these particular fixtures and fastening in order to keep the rails in the proper position and to side, and they are going to use these particular rails and to endwise and fix the rails to the sleeper or fix the chairs to the sleepers or directly on the sleepers. That means without sleepers, without the chairs, these particular rails can be directly connected to the sleepers. Okay. Now, what are the different fixtures and fastening we will be using is rail to rail joining. If you want to join the rail to rail, that means, see, rails with the on these rails, the wheels will be moving, right? If we want to join these rail to rail, right, that means the rail is we will be joining it with the help of the fish plates and the fish bolts, right? In this particular diagram, right, now where we are going to join these, as you can see, there is a section, there is a cut of the rail is over here, and again this rail is going to continue further, right? Now, whenever there is an end of the rail, right? If we want to join it with the other rail, there we will be using these fish plates and the fish bolts, or there we are going to use the fish plates. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So wherever there is a discontinuity of the rail is there, that means the rail is going to end. In order to in order to attach this particular rail with the another rail, what we will be using? We will be using the fish plate, right? In order to connect the rail with the other rail, right? One rail with the other rail. In order to connect that, what we will be using? We will be using the fish plate and the fish bolts. Okay. Next, rail to wooden sleeper, right? If we want to connect the rail to the wooden sleeper, we will be using dog spike or screw spike or bearing plate and fang bolts. If we are directly connecting the rail to the wooden sleeper, we will be using dog spike, screw spike, bearing plate, and fang bolts. Okay. Now here in the previous diagram, I have shown you, right? I have shown you the picture of this particular rail which is going to be mounted on the chair. Now I will show you, right? Now I will show you the chair, right? The rails with the directly used with the your spikes. Okay, just a minute. I will show you. Right, I was telling that here you can see the rail. Yes, in this particular diagram, you can see the rail which is connected directly to the sleeper. The sleeper here, you can see there is a wooden sleeper over here, right? You can see the wooden sleeper over here, right? Which is going to be connected by these spikes, right? There is one the plate, they have bearing plate they have used, and through this bearing plate they have added these spikes into the wooden sleeper. So this is what I was speaking about. See, you can see this particular diagram also. Here directly they have added the spikes, which is going to be added to the wooden sleeper with the help of the spikes. So here what I wanted to tell is the rail to wooden sleeper, if you want to directly add to that, we will be using dog spikes, screw spike, bearing plate, and the flange bolt. In order to connect the spike to the sleeper, wooden sleeper, what we will be using? We will be using the bearing plate. I have shown you the picture of the bearing plate also. Then rail to steel sleepers, we will be using loose jaws, keys, and liners, right? We will be, in order to directly rail to the, if we want to attach the rail to the steel sleepers, we will be using the keys, loose jaws, keys, and the liners. So key, in the previous diagram, I have shown you what is keys. What are keys? I have shown you that it is going to act as a packing material. Then rail to cast iron sleeper. In the previous classes, I have already told you what is tie bar, right? What is tie bar? I have already shown you what is tie bar. If you want to have the two sleeper, right, two rails, if you want to connect, right, and if you are going to use the ball type of a sleeper, right, the ball type of a sleeper, I have shown you the diagram also, right. If you want to connect these two sleepers, the ball type of a sleeper, we will be using the tie bar. Then elastic fastening, the rubber pad, nylon and all, we will be using it. So these are the different types of fixtures and fastenings that we are going to use. Next. We will be seeing what are the fish plates, right? We will be seeing what are the fish plates. Now, fish plates are used in a rail joints to maintain the continuity of the rail, right? They are going to use in order to maintain the continuity of the rail. These are nothing but the fish plate, right? This is nothing but the fish plate. This is nothing but the fish plate is. Okay. So, what we are going to use, fish plates are nothing but they are used to join the rails with each other, right? Fish plates are used in a rail joints to maintain the continuity of the rail and to allow for any expansion or contraction of the rail joints caused by the temperature variations. If it is going to maintain the any expansion or contraction, it is going to happen, right? It is going to be maintained by the fish plates. So these are nothing but the different fish plates we will be using. They maintain the correct alignment of the both the rails horizontally and vertically, right? Since they are going to get attached with each other, right? It is going to maintain the horizontal and vertical alignment of the rails, right? Now we will see what are the different requirements of the fish plates. Okay. What are the different requirements of the fish plates are? Okay. Now they must support the underside of the rail and the top of the foot. Okay. Underside of the rail means bottom portion and the web and the foot portion, and the top of the foot also it must support. Okay. They should allow a free movement of the rails for expansion and contraction, right? They should not touch the web of the rail. Okay. So it should allow the expansion and contraction of the rails. It should bear the stress for the lateral and vertical bending moments, as there is an attractive force, that is the wheel load is going to come on it. So it should be able to maintain the track stresses it is going to be get developed. Okay. Now they should hold the ends of the rails both laterally and in a line and vertically in a level. Okay. Now it should it should resist the wear. It should resist the wear and tear. Now this is nothing but your fish plate, right? I think you can able to see it. What is fish plate is? This is your track, and this is your fish plate. Okay. Now, is it clear what are fish plates? Yes. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Only Sagar is replying. Shakir is replying, not others. Is it clear? Shall I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Next. Now we will see what are spikes. Okay. As I have told, I have given you overall a picture what are spikes, right? For holding the rails to the wooden sleeper, spikes of various types are going to be used. This is what with the diagram I have shown you where the spikes will be used. Okay. Now they can be used with or without the bearing plates, right? I have shown you the bearing plate also. What is bearing plate exactly, right? Now they can be used with or without the bearing plate, but if you use the bearing plate, there will be less there is an say friction will be there between the rails and the wooden sleepers, so it is better to keep the bearing plates. Next is the spikes requirements. It should be strong enough to hold the rails in a position and should have enough resistance to the motion. It should be strong enough to hold the rails in a position and should have enough resistance to the motion. The spike should be deep as possible for better holding power. The spikes should be deep as must. That means they should enter into the wooden sleepers deep, so that the better holding should be possible. Okay. And they should be easy in fixing and removal from the sleepers. It should be easy to remove and fix into the sleepers. The spike should be cheap in cost. Okay, the spike should be cheap in cost and it should be capable of maintaining the gauge distance. It should be capable of maintaining the gauge distance. Now, we will see what are the different types of spikes we will be using. What are the different types of spikes we will be using that we are going to see. Now, it is these are nothing but the dog spikes. Okay, these are nothing but the dog spikes are. Okay, this is nothing but the dog spike. Okay, uh, now the disadvantage of the dog spike is it becomes loose under the wave action caused by the moving train. It might be get loosened due to the vibration it is going to cause. Okay, now where we can have the dog spikes on a straight track, we can have uh, one on either side, right? We can have these dog spikes, right? One on the either side. That means this side of the rail and the other side of the rail. So we can have these two spikes, right, on a single sleeper. Then on a curved track, we can have wherever there is a curve, we can use three number of these dog spikes, two outside and one inside, so that wherever there is a curve, we will be having the we are going whenever we are going to take the turn, there is an inertial force that is going to get developed. So in order to resist that, we will be using these three spikes, two outside and one inside, so that there should not be any derailment. Okay, now wherever bridges are there, we will be using four dog spikes, right? Two inside and two outside. So, so that it should be maintained in a proper level. Now we will see this is what the dog spike is, right? This is what the dog spike is. And why we call it as a dog spike is it is the shape of head spikes resembles with the ear of the dog. You can see that it resembles the ear of the dog. So that is the reason why we call it as a dog spikes. And these are the cheapest and easy in fixing and removing from the sleepers. So that is the reason why we will be using it. So that is the reason why we will be using it. Okay. So this is how the dog spikes will look alike. These are the different. See here in this particular diagram, the rail is going to be connected with to the sleeper with the help of the bearing plate, right? With the help of the bearing plate, they are being connected with each other. See, this is the bearing plate. This is your spike. Now screw spikes. Now they are with having the thread. So the reason why we call it as a screw is they are going to have the thread in order to fasten with the timber. Okay, the head is circular with the square projection and it is costly as compared to the other spikes. It is going to be costly as compared to the other spike. So this is what the screw spikes is. This is what the screw spike is. They are going to have the circular head, or say as it looks like the circular head also, and it is going to have the square at the top. Okay, so this is nothing but the screw spikes are. Okay. Then the bearing plates, right? Now these are nothing but the bearing plates, right? These are nothing but the different bearing plates are. Now the bearing plates are rectangular plates of mild steel or cast iron and used below the your flat-footed rails to distribute the load on a larger area of the timber, right, and soften variety. It is used to distribute the load coming on the rails to the sleepers and to prevent the sinking of the rail in the soft wooden sleepers. So there will be the friction will be there in between the rails and the sleeper. It is also going to reduce that, and also it will prevent due to the load which is going to come on the sleepers, right, due to the momentum of the wheels, right. It is going to prevent the sinking of the rails into the wooden sleepers as a soft wooden sleeper if we are have as due to the continuous momentum of the wheel, right. there will be an impact is going to be created on the sleeper, so it is going to reduce that if you are going to use it. It is going to help in a better maintenance of the gauge if the bearing plates are used. So this is nothing but the different bearing plates we will be using. Now, pandroll clip or the elastic clip, right? I think this kind of a clip you have seen it, right? You have seen it on the your railway track. It is going to help the holding of the rail to the concrete sleepers commonly, and it is going to be commonly used in a concrete sleeper, right? And it is a fit and a forget type, right? There is again there is a less maintenance will be there in these type of the pandroll clip or the elastic clip. Okay, it is going to fastening is a pre-assembled system developed in response to growing the need for fast and efficient installation and reduce the maintenance cost. As I have told, the maintenance cost is going to be very less. At the point of contact, it causes an indentation of a rail foot. One of the is the drawback. Okay, so this is what the pandroll clip. You can see that I have told that the rails can be used, right? The rails can be attached to the directly to the sleepers without any chairs. In the previous diagram, I have shown you the rail with the chairs, and this is how with the help of the pandroll clip we can directly attach these sleepers, right? These rails we can attach to the sleeper with the help of the pandroll clip without having the chairs. Okay. So this is what your fish plate and fish bolts are. These are the different diagrams we are going to have, right? So this is how your bearing plate is going to be get connected. Okay, so this is what the chair is, right? This is what the chair is. Chair with the bearing plate. The chair with the bearing plate. So chair, how it is going to help? It is going to help, right, to keep the rail in the proper position, right? To keep the rail in a proper position without disturbing, right? In order to maintain the rail in a proper position, we were using the dog spikes and all. So if we use these chairs, it is also going to help to prevent the help to place the rails in a proper positions. Okay, so here if you see this particular diagram, so again you can see this as a chair and this as a chair bolt. Okay, so this is how your chair bolt, sleeper. This is your the say this is your the part of your permanent way. Here you are going to see the sleepers which is going to rest on ballast. Then to these sleepers, the chairs is going to be get connected with the having the chair bolt, and this is a key that we are going to use in order to. It is going to act as a packing material, so that we will be using it. Now, what are keys? Right now, I have not explained regarding these keys. Right, what is a key exactly is they are a small tapered pieces of timber or steel. This key is nothing but it is a piece of, it can be either a piece of timber or it can be either a piece of steel which is going to fix the rails to the chairs on a metal sleepers. Okay, now the keys are might be the wooden keys and they are going to be the metal keys. Okay, and the wooden keys are a small straight or tapered pieces of timber. They are cheap and easily prepared. They are they are they are they are going to prevent from the vibrations. They are going to help in order to resist the vibration. Since this is of the wooden size, the amount that the vibration is going to come, it is going to be get reduced to some extent, and it requires a frequent maintenance. Okay, it requires a frequent maintenance. The wooden keys are they are, I have told the wooden keys, it might be of wooden keys and it might be of the your steel keys, right? Now wooden keys, what happens is again there is a decay and again due to the vibrations and all, since it is going to provide the packing as a packing material in between the chair and in between the rails. It is going to act as a packing material. So whenever there is a vibration is there, right? It is again a vibration as well as due to the different climatic condition, there is a possibility of decay, and also due to the vibration, there is a friction is going to be get developed. So nowadays, what we are going to do is we will be normally we have reduced these kind of a metal keys. Okay, so it is going to act as the packing material in between the chair and in between the rail. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is,
Yes,
is
sir.
there any doubt?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is there any doubt? Yes, is there any
No,
doubt?
no, sir. No, sir.
So this is what your fish plates, right? Chairs. I have told you regarding the chairs. I have told you regarding the keys. Now we will in the next classes we will be seeing regarding the coning of the wheels. What is coning of the wheels and all? We will be seeing this in the next class. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Do you have
Yes,
any kind
sir.
of a doubt? Do you have any kind of a doubts? Any kind of a doubt? Yes, anybody is
No,
having any
sir.
doubt?
No,
All
sir.
parts are clear. What are keys? Where we are going to use the spikes? Where we are going to use the spikes? Yes, spikes. Where we are going to use it? Spikes,
The
dog
chair.
spikes to connect.
Chair.
Rails to the wooden sleepers.
Yes, we are going to use it on a wooden sleeper with the bearing plate, with or without the bearing plate. If you want to connect the rails with the wooden sleepers, if you want to connect that, we will be using the spikes. Where we are going to use the keys? Keys. What is the significance of keys? Yes. Can anybody tell me what is the significance of keys? It is going to act as a packing material between the rails and the chair, right? So that it is going to reduce the vibration in between the rails and the chair. Okay. Then what are fish plates? Yes, reply. Shakir, what is fish plate? Shakir, I think Shakir is not there. He has kept it on mute and he has gone
Fish,
somewhere.
fish. No, no, no. Fish
Yeah.
plate is the one which connects the two rails. Okay. Which
It's
connects
go-
the two rails.
with the help of fish bolts, right? With
Fish
the help
bolts.
of fish
Fish
bolts.
bolt.
And bolts, you know why we are going to use it. There is no much need of explanation on this fish bolts. In order to connect the fish plates with the rails, we are going to use the fish bolts. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, and we will cover something on these bolts also, right? Fish bolts are used for connecting the fish plates with the rails. Okay, now normally we are going to use the 4 bolts for each fish plate. Okay, we have seen in the previous diagrams also, right? Normally we will be using the 4 bolts, right? Normally we will be using the 4 bolts in the see. You can see this is a fish plate. There we will be using the 4 bolts in order to connect in between in with the fish plate. See, this is your this one rail is going to finish over here, and the one rail is going to the 2 rails are going to be attached with the fish plates and fish bolts. I think this diagram is clear why we are going to use the fish plate and fish bolt. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, fish bolts have to withstand the shear due to the heavy stresses which are going to come due to the wheel movement, and hence they are going to manufactured with the high carbon steel. They are going to be manufactured with the high carbon steel. Okay. So too much tightening of the bolts is prohibited as it prevents the free expansion of the rails and contraction. See, we should not tight it too much, because as we know that there is an expansion and contraction is going to happen in according to the climatic conditions. So we should not tie it too much, right? And it should not be too loose also, so that it can cause the derailment. We should allow so that it should have the possible there should be a gap for the free expansion and contraction should also be there. Okay, so these are nothing but the fish bolts are. Okay, is there any doubt? Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, the classes are going well. I think you are getting the exactly the picture how these all these things look like. Yes.
Yes,
Are you getting
yes,
the?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you happy with the classes? It is going on as it is going on now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Others,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
is there
Yes, sir.
is there any room to improve or the speed regarding the speed?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Everything is okay, sir.
Fine. This is the answer what I wanted. Okay, only Sagar is telling everything is okay for others.
So you're teaching very well, no problems.
Okay. So I hope you are getting all the concepts what I am telling. If there is any kind of an improvement that is to be that has to be added, please let me know. And if you are having any kind of a doubt, please let me know so that it is going to help me to improve the things. Okay. So I hope you are getting the things in today's class. We have discussed regarding the different types of fixtures and fastenings that we are going to be we are going to use in your the permanent way, the fixtures and fastening that we are going to use in a permanent way that we have discussed. In tomorrow's class again we are going to discuss some other aspects that is regarding the coning of wheels and we are going to study in the next class. If you are having any doubt, please ask. Any doubt? Yes. If there are no doubts, then shall we end the session? Shall we end the
Yes,
session?
sir.
Okay, fine. We will meet in the next class.